G'day and welcome back to another Catch a Spur. It is the next day, and I must admit, at 3 AM this morning, I had about a third of this video all ready to go, and then I watched the last 20 minutes, and I had to scrap it all. Anyways, let's get straight into it. Let's start with Cop at the back. For the first 70 minutes, she was reasonably strong. She had one opportunity from a cross where she got her hands to it, but not overly cleanly. And it did drop in the middle of the box, but luckily nothing came of it. From the 70-minute mark onwards, unfortunately, she became a lot less confident and a lot more scrappy. A lot of crosses were coming in, a lot of corners were coming in. She was getting her hands up to it, and she was fumbling it. There was even a time where the ball came as a pretty deep pass, so it was coming pretty straight towards her. And she had a pretty easy catch, and she just patted it straight down. And I can't remember what United player got on it, but there was an obvious shot on goal, and it was quite horrific. Not one of her best games. If she could continue the first 70 minutes, and of course the backline's got something to do with that, then it'd be much better. Ash Neville at right back, she started pretty well, gave a lot of really good passing goes, a lot of 1-2s, but unfortunately, late in the game, her defensive work got put to the back burner. And unfortunately, she let her man just a little bit too deep past her too many times, and it cost us dearly. Then at left back, Amanda Nilden, she was actually pretty strong. She was probably our best ball player, and she was doing a great job of grabbing the ball and driving straight down the middle of midfield and using the ball. Especially in that first 20 minutes when we were actually getting dominated, she really calmed our team down and won some really good balls and then kept possession. There was a couple of times where she tried to play the ball into the midfield or up top in that first 20, and we just weren't up to the task. But we really worked our way into the game, and it's something to be proud of. And that takes us into the midfield. Spence probably had the best game I'd seen from her in a while, so she was really impressive. Won a lot of balls, used it really well, was really composed on it, and kept possession. And that takes us to Suominen. Suominen did an excellent job of getting into the box, especially with her height to that back post ball. And that was actually a really tough ball to put in by Neville. That chip, it's got to be so perfectly weighted to beat the keeper for height and stay within the back post. And then Suominen's finish was excellent. So I'm really glad to see her get more attacking, because usually she's just a defensive midfield player. It was really unfortunate to see in the first 20 minutes how we set up without Tandberg. So having Martha Thomas, who's out of form, on the right, having Vinberg on the left and England up top, didn't mean there was much rotation for England. She's her absolute best when she can float into just in between Holt and when Tandberg's up top. That number 10 position, where she kind of sneaks in and she can go forward, she can come back, she can kind of dominate where she wants to go. That's when she looks her best. But saying that, Martha Thomas, first goal in, I think it's 2 years, well finished. It was a little too central, but it was struck really hard and beat the keeper. So it was good to see her get back on the get back on the goals. And then after that, you even saw her confidence come out a bit. So let's hope, while Tandberg's down, that she can stay or get back into form, keep this kind of condition and take it to the next level. And just to summarise, the team as a whole, it was incredibly disappointing that we were up 3-0 at the 70th minute mark, and we managed to throw away that kind of lead. We were quite lucky up to that point. They'd hit the crossbar 4 times. 2 of them were really excellent shots. 2 of them probably that touch wider. We've got to think, what can we do going forward? The first thing, in January, it's good to see that we've got at least one new signing. It looks like we're going to pick up another creative midfielder. So that should bolster our attack. Hopefully give us extra options. But we need extra options on the bench defensively. We need a right back who's on the younger side, who can come on and give a bit of effort and shot off a game. I would have loved to see Dennis get a run. Even Gunning Williams, I know she's less of a defender, but I wanted to see some fresh legs come on for Neville. She looked quite tired. She wasn't making the effort. Let's make the most of those 5 substitutions. And lastly, I'm obviously not at home. I'm away with work at the moment. So I apologise if the video or the audio quality isn't that good, but it is a personal project and I love doing it. And it gets me up at crazy hours of the night to watch football. And I'd still be doing it no matter where we were on the table, or if I had 1 million people watching or no one, because it's the game we love. And as much as these kind of results upset us a fair bit, we'll get a few that swing our way as well. Would have been nice to beat Manchester United for the first time ever in the league, but maybe next time. There's a long break now, so probably within a week or two, we do have the FA Cup this weekend, but I'll try and get a video out about where I see our league, where I see our team, where we can bolster, and what I think's coming in. So until then, have a great week. Try and think of something other than football, because I know my aerial fantasy is killing me and my NFL fantasy is killing me. My Premier League's all right, but so much effort, so much heartbreak. But we go again next week. Come on, you Spurs.